We are with the Roving Park Players.
We are like the basic community theater, but we do amazing things. We can create something out of nothing. We come in an hour early, set everything up, and have the show, and then tear it all down and take it away.
We call it theater magic. We have been at Peterson Barn, Willamette Oaks, and we have been at Island Park.
We are at Maury Jacobs Park today.
All right, I'm here with an awesome person. What's your name?
Laura Robinson.
So, you've been with RPP, the Roving Park Players, for like 100 years. When did you actually start?
2009. They had an audition notice for Alice in Wonderland. Said to my daughter, what do you think? She was 8. She ended up playing Alice, and I played the White Queen, and I've been doing stuff with them ever since.
All right, I'm here with some awesome people. What are your names?
Julian Librantitis.
And?
Danette Lamson.
What have been some of the pros and cons of performing in parks?
So just really being out in the community is really fun. And of course, when the weather's nice to us, it's nice to be out in the park in nice weather. The downsides are you're out in a park. So if the weather's not nice to you, last weekend we had to perform in about 100-degree weather. That one was really tough.
I really love to be outside in the parks. It just feels so good to me. I like to look at the trees. I like to lie on my back and stare at the leaves and miss my cue and do all the fun stuff like that.
We do occasionally have wildlife try to get in on that. We've got upstaged by a duck before, and the duck kind of wandered on stage, and the audience started laughing. We're like, what's going on? Oh, the duck, of course.
What is RPP's mission?
The Roving Park Players believe that theater should be accessible to everyone. And that's not just seeing the shows, it's participating in theater, and all of our performances are free. So we are completely donation driven.
Keep up the donations, folks. So when did Roving Park Players start? Do you know?
I think their first production was in 2008, created by Victoria Harkovich and Lisa Shea Blanchard. They bill RPP as the only itinerant theater company in Eugene-Springfield because we do actually travel as opposed to people coming to us for our performances.
What a cool thing to stumble upon.
Yeah.
You're just out there biking on the path, whatever. You're like, wait, what's going on here? A show?
Yeah, exactly.
I love that people can just be passing by and stop and see the show, as well as people that are coming in because they heard about
I
it.
get really paranoid about the hornets sometimes. And it's like, we did have kind of a hornety situation, and I was just like, not today, Satan. And you can't run and scream.
Let's talk about this play, Peter Pan. It's a new play. It's just coming out.
Never before seen or heard of before, I'm sure. Adaptation by the director Vicky Harkovich. It tells the classic story. Lots of fun characters, and I think shows both the sort of fun, adventurous side that everyone is familiar with in Peter Pan, but I also really like that the ending goes on to show the sort of more tragic side of Peter Pan, too. So.
Peter Pan was written as a play by J.M. Barrie in London in 1904. It involves a mischievous young boy who can fly. He has many adventures on the island of Neverland. Peter is sometimes called the boy who wouldn't grow up because he's able to remain a young boy forever. Peter secretly appears every night at a window of the house of the Darling family. One night, Peter invites the daughter named Wendy to Neverland to be the mother of a group called the Lost Boys. As Peter guides them through Neverland, they encounter challenges. Peter's greatest nemesis is Captain Hook. After Peter cut off Hook's hand during a battle, a crocodile ate it. Captain Hook's hand was replaced with a hook, and the crocodile continues to follow Hook to consume the rest of his body. Because the croc also swallowed a clock, whenever Hook hears ticking, he suspects the crocodile is after him.
People are supposed to be able to fly. People are swimming in water. Is the audience going to suspend the disbelief? I would say that is the biggest challenge, is just when you don't have a lot, how can you draw the audience in?
I was disappointed, though. I wanted to see Peter Pan, like, skydive.
Yeah, we'll do rigging in a tree next time. We'll try to do that for you.
Obviously, you're Captain Hook.
I am Captain Hook, yes.
And you are?
I am Captain Hook's first mate and bosun, Smee.
So when you're not performing, if you hear a clock ticking, you get nervous?
I do occasionally look over my shoulder to see if there is a puppet crocodile coming from me, but so far, so good.
Limited croc population here in Eugene.
You just wiggle your shoulders this way and let go. I flew!
What are some favorite lines or parts of the play, would you say?
There's a line that Peter has where he's talking about how you hate to grow up, and he says, "Oh, Wendy's mother, if I should wake and feel the touch of a beard," and he's like so horrified about that.
In a way, it's sort of a compliment, okay, about the crocodile chasing Captain Hook.
One of Hook's favorite lines for me is when he just says, "Silence all for a mother's last words to her children," because it's just so sinister.
If you had a chance to remain as a boy all your life, is that something you're interested in?
It has a great deal of charm to it. Lack of personal responsibility at all times, doing whatever you want. Got a lot of childishness in me, so I don't know that I ever grew up.
That is a solid no thank you from me. Well, it's actually one of the things I really like about our version of Peter Pan, showing the kind of ending of it, because I think you get to see that fun, and I think as you grow up, it's really nice to be able to keep like that childlike wonder, and that sense of play is really important. But there's some really nice things about getting to grow up and learn and grow and kind of figure out who you get to become.
You don't have a hook for a hand in real life.
No, naturally.
If so, though, what would you do with a hook?
Well, it's definitely helpful for hooking fellow pirates and trying to get their attention.
Challenges of doing these shows on a low budget.
Obviously, we're purely volunteer organization. We do have a store of costumes and props and our backdrop. So a lot of it is just use and reuse and reuse.
One of our biggest challenges is transportation and organization. It just seems to come together really well, but we have a lot of people who see there's a need for something to be taken care of, and they just jump in and take care of it.
Our biggest challenge right now is sometimes we have to pay to find space to rehearse. Also, a couple of the parks this year charged us, which was new.
Yeah, I think some people think it's just a summer thing.
We had a really, really wonderful working relationship with 2 or 3 of the assisted living facilities in town prior to COVID. And so we're hoping to get back into that again and have the winter experiences there.
The Roving Park Building Players.
That's right. We just rove. This town has a lot of talented people in it and a lot of great theaters, and not everybody gets in. Even the theaters that do 7 to 8 shows a year, there's not necessarily a role for everyone. And I think that's another place that we sort of fill a niche is you want to come out and play, come out and play.
You had me in a show.
2 shows.
Back in the day. It was quite the experience. I had like 6 roles or something. And
We're going to get him back.